Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these. And here he King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash, fighting out of Los Angeles, California. This bout, not too many seats to be had. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. The courage on display here is incredible. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
That jab misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab can't find a home. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You miss with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. They blocked the jab. Oh, what a punch. That counter punch caught him clean. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Back and forth they go. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The jab slightly off target. He missed with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has... And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
They exchange punches. Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
Here we go to the fourth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
card. My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
The straight right just misses. Do you believe what we're seeing? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Quick punch scores. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Do you believe this? So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
These two were made for each other. That left hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That jab doesn't score. And he misses with that straight left. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judge. Let's start the sixth. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. Insane action. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Can't land the jab there. No rest for the weary. The jab not finding its target. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt of... There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Beautiful counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched.
Big shot, and down goes Garcia. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four. Ah, you're okay.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's bombs away. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Not the best around with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. He's been knocked out. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain it all the way through a fight.
You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab? Oh, wait a minute. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
rnds now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Good job trying to back out of... It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. A straight right just misses. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Started out Garcia in that last round. It's not over till it's over. And there's the bell for round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Straight right just misses. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Started out Garcia in that last round. Now you start wondering. It's round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five. Are you all right?
Can't can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
And he scores with the counter. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Looking to land the hook. Just misses right uppercut. So final 10 seconds of the round, and right there, Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better. There's the bell to start round 11. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just misses with that left uppercut. Counter punch. Just misses with that. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught.
And the kid goes down. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go.